Oh, we picked
a fight with
Ah.
those guys too. Those guys, we picked a fight with them when they came to the.
We're back. We're live.
again.
Tyler did not get kidnapped. Tyler's back. We're back. We were away last week, but we're here. We're back. We're here with episode 5. We're going to continue on the Mound. So thank you everybody who's here and who's joining us. Good to have the whole crew back and good to be back here. And as always, thanks to Syrinscape for having us. I just realized I don't have my Syrinscape player open. So while you guys are doing your character introductions, I need to quickly get this open because I had to reset my computer before this. Tyler, go ahead and tell us about Dr. Lucy, please.
Yes. So, Dr. Cecile Lucille Davenport is somehow pulled into this crazy mound exploration expedition. Probably picked up a newspaper, saw this ad, and was like, "Okay, I guess this is a good place to go do some geology study."
Yeah.
And she needs to start reeling back the drugs from she can't fall asleep like last time. So she's just trying to be a scientist.
So that's right. Just trying to
That's
be
all.
just trying to survive in this crazy world as a scientist.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
It's good to have you back, Tyler.
Thanks.
Jeff, I almost called you Ben for some reason. I don't know why. Jeff, aka Ben, aka Brazen Bull, aka Nathan Freeport.
Yeah, these are all facts. So Brazen Bull is a former carnival performer who has escaped. He is a very large man. He did some kind of like wrestling branding show back in the day, and so he has a lot of tattoos and brands over his body that he covers with clothes, obviously, and he's got these two little like calcium deposits on his head that he wears a hat over that makes him look like a bull. He escaped the carnival and out of the frying pan into the fryer, so to speak, as he mugged the wrong guy, as he mugged Nathan Freeport and stole his identity, hopped on a train, and has joined this crew. He's also a Yale grad, class of 1906, and trying to be a lawyer, which is not great because he's not a very educated man. So it's very difficult for him. But that's Bull. Yeah, he's kind of a big lug.
That's Bull. Very good. And Melissa, returning as...
I'm playing Annie Rasmussen. So she is a mechanic from the farm, wanted to see some adventure. So she's definitely getting some adventure, getting out there. She's none too pleased with the recent division of this group into the labels of sane and not sane, because she has been branded as one of the not sane ones, and that is not pleasing. She was really looking for an adventure with a group, and this whole labels and things is just not
Not your labels, man.
Right?
Yeah, you're getting lumped in with Kaz now.
And that's not a good person to be lumped in with.
No, it's not.
I'm hearing the things that are part of the adventure.
You are, but nobody else is hearing them.
That's fine.
Right?
Doesn't mean the label
accurate.
is fair. It just
That's
is
true.
what it is.
You're getting insider information that the others aren't.
I am.
Of Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. All right, Benji Riverbee, everybody's favorite Canadian explorer.
Yes.
Winnipeg,
Benji Riverbee,
Manitoba.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, made his way down to Oklahoma for some exploration. He is also a rogue, so he doesn't mind, taking things if need be, but he's very concerned with the mental state of just about everybody in the group because they keep saying things, because Benji has not had any experiences so far. And they keep talking about hearing things, feeling things, seeing things, and he's really worried. And he thought Bull, once his enemy, thought they're now becoming friends. Now he just sees gold, and he's very worried that he's also going to go down the same path.
Yes. And you have an owl named Nick.
Yeah, an owl named Alf.
No, it's thick. We've it's canon now.
And I'm wearing the necklace that's supposed to protect you from that stuff, but who knows if
Yes.
that's true.
You don't trust
We
Grey
think
Eagle?
it is. The gold guy was pretty. Yeah, he was pretty trustworthy.
We have a casino here called Grey Eagle Casino. But the Grey Eagle's actually the name of the old shaman in the story. Just a fun fact. Sorry, a random fact. All right, and last but certainly not least, Aaron as Kaz.
So Kaz Rhine is the son of a snake oil salesman and a palm reader. He made his way up, managed to go to the inaugural class of the psychology school of Northwestern. Then World War I kicked off and he headed to Europe. Then after the war, he managed to get in with a group of European parapsychologists where he began studying the occult and became fascinated. He came back to the States and was invited to come out on this expedition. Everything was going pretty well until he actually made a connection with Cthulhu, or at least with the mythos, and then had a small bout of insanity.
Yeah.
And has since been sort of pulled into this mythology and is slowly, or perhaps rapidly, losing his mind.
That's right. All right. So I need all of your help to remind me what happened. It's only been a week in between sessions, but we started. It was the morning, and you decided to set out to go to the reservation to go visit Grey Eagle. It was very important that you were going to go meet him and ask for his permission. You went to the reservation and you met with him, and he tried to talk you out of it, but he knew there was no talking you out of it. So he decided to give you an amulet that was actually attracted to the statue that Hearst had found years previous at the Mound. It had almost like a magnetic attraction to it. And Benji, you decided to take that. On one side, there was Yig, the father of snakes, and the other side was Cthulhu. On there, the squid-faced, octopus-faced monster that is on the statue that Hearst carries around. That also made him sickly when he lost it. From there, you set out and you said, "Hey, we're like halfway to the Mound. I kept calling it mine last time too. We're halfway to the Mound. Let's go. We don't have any shovels. We don't have any tools. Let's go to the Mound and explore." And you made your way there. You were followed by some Native Americans on horseback, and they kind of watched you from a distance. They followed you up to a certain point, and they just watched and observed. They didn't interfere. You made your way to the Mound. You started crashing the shrubbery. Kaz, you went to the spot where you had a vision the previous session, because that happened before that, right? Where you saw the headless ghost pointed at a spot in the ground.
Right.
And you at first dug with your hands. You found something to help you dig it up. I can't remember what it was. But you found a long tube. I said it was, 3 feet?
3 feet.
Probably long.
Yep.
And it's strange runes all the way across it. Same as those on the medallion, on the statue, and those that you saw across the scabbard of the sword that the ghost during the daytime wears. So you had that. You grabbed that. You opened it up, and it looked like there was a piece of parchment in there. And that's when... Did anything else happen? And then you decided we're going to go back and we're going to go translate.
I think you said it was really delicate, so we didn't want to mess it up.
Yeah, force you back to town. It was really delicate. If you touched it, it was just going to fall to dust.
Yeah, so we were headed back to town to avoid being out on the Mound at night and to try to translate the parchment.
Yep.
Excellent.
2 other things.
Yes.
One, in the morning on our way out, we got into a fight with the other group.
Yes, I forgot about that. Thank you.
And the thing that we found, I used one of my resourceful talents to find this a mining pick is what it was. I think that's what we were doing. So I have a mining pick in my inventory. Yeah. That's
right. I forgot. Yeah, you had a little run-in with them. I thought there was going to be blood in the streets, but there was not. There was you all surprised me. I thought for sure you guys were going to throw down there, and then it was going to be a "how do we not go to jail" campaign after that. Let's make for the Mound and disappear.
There's only one sheriff.
There is only one sheriff.
We looked into that. There's only one sheriff, no deputies.
There is one sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. That's right. I forgot you had the run-in with them. So you made your way out of there, and yeah. So let's turn on some sounds. Oh, we got to do our luck recovery. I always forget. D100. Roll your luck.
I'm so low.
Roll your luck. If you are higher than your current score, you roll 2d10 plus 10.
Oh.
Lower, 1d10 plus 5.
Oh wait.
Ooh.
Oh, mine
Oh
worked.
my
Okay.
God. That's a
I thought mine was
terrible
at 36.
So
2d10 plus
higher,
10. No,
2d10
20.
plus 10. Lower, 1d10
Under.
plus 5.
Nice.
Ooh, that's better.
Noise, almost like full. I love
Back
it.
to
What?
back to 99.
Means I need to do something to take that
Whoa.
luck from you.
Andy,
So
that
I
makes
brought
the
some.
roll.
There.
35.
You guys have so many.
I got 62. I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's solid.
Well, one of my traits is lucky, so it adds a
Oh,
plus
You
one.
did it
D10,
again?
so-
Oh, that's like you
Yeah.
do that in every campaign.
It's because
we
it's
play.
really good.
It's not a bad
Yeah.
idea. It's not a bad idea. All right, so we have collected this gold. It's like pure gold. Like looking at this thing, it's not gold plated. This is pure gold. This cylinder. So it's really heavy, but
I
not
can
the
carry
strongest.
that, no problem.
No, I think Benji has it, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yep.
but you
Did
you gotta
Benji?
lead. You gotta lead the way.
Because I
for
thought
us
I was
in
one
the
who
dark.
opened it because I had the necklace. Because we were
Right,
like,
and
what
that-
if there's
and the
like,
necklace was attracted to the cylinder
yeah,
also.
and what if there was like bad stuff? Oh, it's all right. I'll just hold on to it. I mean, you've seen like your eyes a little bit greedy since we've gotten to the mound, and we need to be safe.
Isn't it safest maybe with me so that you can navigate ourselves back in the dark and everything? And then we gotta find our horses, and then who knows if someone's gonna come try and jump us again.
I
Just
mean, I got the
saying.
necklace on. That's like the safest thing, I think. Right?
Not against, that other group that might come up. That don't think it works against them.
How about you can carry the next one?
Okay. All right.
All right.
I think Benji can keep it protected just fine.
Mhm.
Alf, go bury it somewhere far away. And
Or your horses ran back to town. You need to walk back also.
Yeah.
Picking that up.
I was like, let's disable the sound of horses here because
yeah, I think we're walking.
We
yeah,
are
you're
walking.
walking back to town.
That's also, I think, why we were trying to walk early so we didn't get
Yep.
caught at night.
Right.
Nice.
Right. I forgot. Yeah, and one of you tried, but it got more and more difficult as you got your horse closer. It was Brazen Bull. You passed your first one, but as you got closer, it got more
Yeah,
difficult.
we all fell off or whatever.
Yeah, you stole all my luck that night. I remember now. That's why I had so little luck when we started this
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's the part of the plan. Okay, so we're just walking back.
Yeah, I mean, as we walk back, Benji will say, guys, so, I'm not sure our place of residence is really safe anymore. Now that they kind of got us the jump when we left it,
I mean, they seemed to know where we were basically right off the bat. They knew when we arrived and everything. I
They
don't know
probably
if
got
any one
eyes on
place
us.
is safer.
Hey, I
Mm,
just,
true.
that grandma, I just don't want her to get hurt or anything. She's just so nice and makes great pie.
At least we know the layout of that house. If we try to go somewhere else, it's going to be a totally different environment that we're not going to know very much about.
Yeah, they could go down to the cellar if there's ever a shootout or something.
Hurst goes, the whole town probably knows where we'd go. There's not many options other than the Compton house.
I forgot
we
you
can
were
ask them.
here.
Yeah, I am here,
Oh.
and I'm excited because we found more. I told you there was going to be more, and look, it's pure gold.
And it's, I can almost smell the knowledge.
He's
It's
literally
going to be
smelling
amazing.
the cylinder.
And the whole time, Kaz is like walking right behind Benji, like with his notebook out, marking, trying to peer at the cylinder and trying to repeat the runes on the outside of the cylinder. I mean, he's like this close to his back, going, "What the?"
Did we appraise how much this thing is worth?
No.
Can I try and roll?
Are you
Ooh.
trying?
That
Okay. Yeah,
Appraising
sure.
skill, yeah.
Everybody wants to raise their appraisal
Oh,
skill
hell
tonight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
I see what's going on. Well,
See,
Annie,
somebody's good at it.
Holy, good job.
this thing is worth
Terrible.
tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, it's pure gold and it's 3 feet in length, but it's most likely it's priceless. Like, nobody's ever seen markings or anything like this before. It belongs in a museum.
So it sounds like the adventure's over. We're gonna sell it, and everyone's gonna go on their way.
She's like, I got my money right here. All right. No, hers goes, no, this is just the beginning. What is it? What message is inside? What is contained within? And
We have to know.
We haven't even breached the ground yet. There's supposed to be a
This is
city
true.
of gold. There's a city of gold out there. This is nothing if everything is made of gold.
But what is all this knowledge and wealth if you don't live to?
He walks over and he just puts his finger on your mouth and shh. Forbidden knowledge, Benji, and you will learn the truth in time.
He awkwardly just holds his amulet close to him.
Kaz
Philip
whispers.
pulling towards Hearst's statue.
Kaz whispers from around his shoulders. He's right, Benji. There's so much interesting things to know. He opened my eyes. He can open yours too.
All right, I'm gonna pick up the pace here. It's getting awkward.
Just walking faster. Yeah, so as you're walking back, you can still see those 5 Native American men on horseback watching from distance from the direction of the reserve. They don't come any closer, but they just watch. They just watch, they stay there, and they just observe everything that's happening.
That could be a good place to go back to, actually.
Yeah.
Gray Eagle's
Like it.
pretty knowledgeable.
You could always bring it back there. They might know something about the markings or whatever. Where'd
Yeah,
my
I
dang
mean,
horse go? Can't seem to find it. Stupid coward.
It's running in circles in the distance.
Can I track my horse, man?
Sure, you can roll track.
Again? Okay.
Sure. I'll give you that. You can all try to track your horses.
You're welcome, everyone.
Wow.
oh,
Whoa.
I'm on it.
Yo!
Wow.
They all seem to have headed back in the direction of town.
Makes sense.
Good.
Bingham. Binger?
Farmed.
Binger. Not Binger.
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 Would we know, like, going to the reserve, like, because it's like being just at the mound is dangerous, right? At night.
So you do remember that the Native American folks here do not talk about it. They want nothing to do with it. And if you bring it up, like, they change the subject, they tell you it's bad news. So it
Probably
might
wouldn't.
not be the best idea to take this there. Just based off of what you know and, like, your interactions with them regarding the mound. You could try, but, like, that's not even a roll. You know that this is forbidden to them for generations. That's what Grey Eagle also told you.
We could write down the markings and just bring the markings and ask for their input on the markings without actually bringing the artifact to them.
What about the parchment within?
We don't know what we haven't opened it yet.
You haven't opened it yet.
No. Or we did just looked and then that's all. Oh my god, there's a fly.
I hear it.
You just like see Dr. like Lucy just just gets one right as it lands. Like she holds her hand out and it lands. It's like,
Yeah, let's just
ah.
go back to town.
We should just go back. Just
Yeah.
go back to the Compton's place.
It'll be all right there. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Of
It'll
course.
give us time to look at the parchment.
Don't worry, I'll protect the gold and all of you too.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Bull.
So
You're welcome.
you start heading back town. I'm gonna say you have your weapons. You took your weapons with you, your firearms
Oh, yeah.
if you had them and such, cavalry
Yeah.
Yeah,
swords
yeah.
and such. You
Yeah.
would not be without your weapons. But you head back to town. As you get probably 100 feet, 150 feet away from the mound, we'll say, Annie, you turn back around. It feels like it's calling to you. And you turn back around, and that ghost has walked back up and is pacing back and forth, but he's staring right at you as he does so.
So, Annie, because Kaz has been just kind of like walking right up behind, and I'm just gonna like tug his shirt and point.
Kaz turns around. What is it? Oh, our friend is back. Ghost.
And
He's not walking now. He's just staring at you, Annie.
watching. But I don't hear anything. And so she's just going to sort of just stare and just try to like close her eyes and see if she hears anything.
Yeah, totally normal.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a listen roll, please.
Okay. And I've got a thing for this. Let me look it up.
That's right.
It is. Bonus dice. Listen.
I want to click the happy rich murmuring button and see what that sounds like.
Do it. That's what she hears. Just a bunch of
Ooh.
happy rich people murmuring.
That's a success.
Oh, happy rich people, not happy.
Wow. That's a super.
That is a super success.
That's
yeah.
an excellent one.
So Annie, you just stop as the others are walking. They're kind of talking. They're arguing about the gold and who's going to watch it and this and that. And Kaz is making notes and Benji's doing his best to ignore him. And you stop and you close your eyes. And at first, all you hear is the wind gusting. But after a moment, you can hear a voice calling you. And it knows your name. Annie. Annie, come back. Annie, there's more. You need to dig deeper. Join us, Annie, in Canaan.
So knowing that Kaz always writes stuff down, she's going to say everything out loud.
Sure.
That's the voice is saying.
Kaz immediately pivots back. He goes. So, you hear them say calling you back to Canaan? Very interesting. I wonder what that means. And Kaz cups his ear. He tries to listen to see if he can hear anything. It's like,
You are slightly insane. Make me a
Bonus die on the roll.
Yeah, make me a listen roll. In the meantime, make me a sanity roll, please, Annie, as you're hearing this voice call out to you, and it knows your name. That's the troubling thing. Kaz, you don't hear anything, and you're upset because you want to hear something. You badly want to hear what Annie's hearing.
why won't they talk to me? Annie, you are so lucky that they're talking to you.
Can you guys have this conversation away from me? And he starts to like try to veer left as you guys are like 3 inches behind him talking about this.
As Annie fails her sanity check.
So you failed your sanity check, which is okay.
Ooh. Oh wait. Do you have to get 5 to get a temporary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and lose 2 more sanity.
Nice,
That's
not
just a
so
little
bad.
one. Just a little one.
Yeah.
This isn't
not
huge.
too
This isn't
bad.
like seeing Cthulhu.
T100.
Yep.
Yeah, D100. So yeah, again, it's it knew your name and it's calling to you, and it wasn't. So you're kind of well, you closed your eyes, so you weren't looking at the ghost when that was happening. You closed your eyes and you just kind of listened, and it seemed like it just like emanated from like the ground, it like almost rumbled from the ground in your direction. There's the happy rich murmuring.
Oh, he must have made it to town.
Sorry, I just wanted to hear that. I saw happy rich murmuring, and I needed to hit that button. All right.
The gold is speaking. Can you hear it? It's just happy rich people murmuring. It's wonderful.
Well, I can't hear anything, and I'm so disappointed by this, but I'm sure we'll hear something tomorrow.
It's a bit disconcerting when the voice says your name. That's
You must be truly special, Annie, for them to already know you.
The chosen one.
Yeah.
The chosen one, says Hurst.
You think maybe because it happened in your head that maybe the reason it knows your name is because it happened in your head?
I'm
Maybe
not
it's your head
talking
that's talking to you.
to myself. It's
Yeah,
Maybe
bull.
in
That
your
would
head
be
you
crazy, right? She's
Hey,
it was looking right at me and talking to me. I can just hear things better than you all. Like I've been listening to machines my whole life. I've got a really good ear. I can hear things that other people can't always hear.
And
yes, you've got to believe Annie. I believe that she hears it. And Matt, do I recognize what Canaan refers to, either through occultism?
Cthulhu
or...
mythos.
You do not. You can roll Cthulhu Missile. No, you will not. You will not.
Okay, yeah, just checking.
You do not. That's So we keep
Risk
heading
it
towards
on from
town,
Saturday Night Live.
and
we should go back.
yeah.
No, we shouldn't.
I'm not saying right
It's-
now. I'm just saying we should
yeah.
go back.
Oh,
Maybe.
yes.
We'll see what
Yes.
happens when we
In
open
the
up
morning.
the tube.
In the morning with,
back.
with all of our equipment.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
just remember last night, Kaz was just staring at the mound all night long. So, things aren't exactly normal around here.
But I
That's
learned so much,
why we're here.
Benji. Ask Nick. He already knows it, I'm sure.
All right, just gonna spread myself apart. Just over here.
All right, it's getting dark. We should really go before we get caught out here. Not a place we want to be,
Yeah, so you guys keep heading back towards town. You get closer and closer. It starts to appear in the distance as you do so. As you get really close to town, you can see that there's like a line of people at the edge of town, like waiting or watching the 5 of you approach.
How many is a line?
We define a line for me.
Yeah.
Greater than or equal to 5.
Is it single
I'd say
file or they
roughly, it appears like you're counting heads, like about 30 people, just kind of
Oh.
there on the edge of town, lined up.
Are their eyes glowing? Are they all blonde? There's a lot of things I want to know here.
Are any of them talking? Like, can we
You're
see
not
any of
close
their
enough.
lips moving?
You're not close enough, and I don't think anybody has binoculars. Do you, or a spyglass?
I have a sniper scope on my shotgun.
Why does the shotgun have a
Nice.
sniper scope?
I don't. I'm just kidding.
Matt, I'll use. I'm going to use my
Luck?
resourceful talent to
Oh.
spend 10 luck and say I have some binoculars. On me,
Okay.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah. I like it.
Ooh.
So I have binoculars. Spent 10. So there are probably some cheap things I found in the trash
Yeah.
somewhere that I just
Yeah.
happen to be carrying. Yeah.
Or maybe
So I
you took
take a
them from the
look.
house. You took Compton's, maybe.
Yeah.
you could
Sure
say.
enough. Yeah.
Because he was using them, and he was handing them to all of you to go look at the mound. I
Perfect.
called it mine. This is called the mound. To the mound. So even Compton would have offered up his when you went out.
Okay. Perfect.
So they're nice. They're nice binoculars. So you're getting closer, and you're looking, and you look, and you see all these people lined up, and it's townspeople that are lined up, and they're watching you, like intently, closely, like almost in disbelief. Their jaws are open. They're sitting there. Some of them got like bags of peanuts and snacks. They're just kind of like taking it all in because nobody has really gone to the mound. Nobody's gone to the mound in quite some time, and those who typically go don't come back, or if they do, they're stark raving mad.
Do I notice any of the people from the other party, like the people that we got in a fight with, or anybody else like that might be part of the competing company?
Why don't you make me a spot hidden?
Spot the hidden.
If this was Louis, he'd be like, "Hey, I got this."
Nice.
Okay, bull's not bad.
Yeah. So you see those 2 guys that accosted you in the street outside of Compton's house earlier this morning. They were among the crowd, and they also have binoculars. And the 2 of you lock
Oh
gazes
shit.
with one
Yeah.
another. Yeah. You wave, and the one guy lowers his binoculars. You see him turn to the other one and says something.
Can I stealthily put the tube in my sack?
3 feet.
Yeah.
3 feet
foot.
long.
I'm a big dude.
I'll explain. And I'm explaining all this to everyone.
Like we got an audience, and those fellas from this morning they're there. I think they saw what we were carrying.
Bull,
I know.
Bull, should we wave or should we shoot?
Oh, I've been given all sorts of wonderful hand signals of a variety of types. But no, I don't think we should be shooting. There's too many of the villagers, townsfolk around. That might not look
That's-
so good.
That's probably smart. Well, let's just go back to the Compton's place then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a
Well,
way
just
that
that-
we can go north or south of the line and just?
It's a
wanna
small
see if they
town,
move.
so like you're on the outskirts. Like there's a big like no man's land between the town and the mound where nobody's developed anything. There's no farms here. There's no nothing. Like nobody will touch this. So it's pretty wide open out on this section. Like you could go up and around, but like everybody's gonna see you. You're just in the wide open Oklahoma prairies, walking your way back to town.
I was sort of
like,
wanting to do it intentionally just to see if like
Yeah.
the line shifts. To,
oh
like,
yeah,
block
you could.
our-
Yeah. Do you want to suggest that to the others?
Yeah, that's my idea. It's like, let's see if we can try to go to the south a little bit and see if they're blocking our entrance or kind of how they respond to our movement.
It's
Okay.
just immediately makes a right turn and starts walking to the right. He's like, whatever you want, Annie. I think that's a great idea.
So you
Gotta
cut
watch what
to the
happens.
north, and the crowd, given some time, they pick up what you're doing and they slowly shuffle to kind of keep up with you as you veer to the north.
Okay,
Split the
I
party,
think
there
we're
you go.
just gonna have to. I think we're just gonna have to. nip
What am
this
I gonna
thing
do
in
with
the bud.
this?
It's
I-
fine.
I could go up and talk to them.
Could we have like a
Yes,
blanket
that's
from a
a
horse
good-
or something to? Like,
Yeah, I
wrap
mean,
around it,
I have
guess?
a winter coat for Alf.
A parka.
Yeah, he gets cold sometimes, so I gotta put it on him.
No.
Oh, or I don't.
You don't have any blankets for the horse. The
Well,
horses ran away.
How big is it? How big is it?
3
3
feet long.
3 feet long.
And
Bull's got a jacket. Bull's like 6'5". So if
Yeah,
Bull's
and
got a
Benji's big
jacket, I
too.
feel like that would be
All
big
right.
enough. Yeah.
okay, yeah, you can
Yeah.
wrap it up. People have
I think
seen
I can
you.
wrap it up.
People have
Yeah, I
binoculars.
think the people in
but
the
you can-
binoculars
you
will
can wrap
totally
it up.
see this.
It's up to you. Like
Yeah.
I'm not. You
We
can't-
all stand and make a line in front so they can't see
One
what's
second.
going
Sure.
on behind it. You know.
Yeah, there's people with
Nothing to see
spyglasses.
here.
There's people who don't have
Just a
anything
coat
at
rack.
all, and they're probably squinting when you look through the binoculars. They're squinting. They're moving their heads. Like, what's he doing? What's he up to? What's going on?
I think
Lucy just
I
gives
think
them a nice little wave while they're looking at us all.
I think these people are just interested in what we've been doing, except for maybe
Yeah.
those two you told us about. I don't think it matters. Let's just walk past them.
I agree.
Well, they could have more. Remember, we didn't really meet their whole crew.
Well, if they come at us, that's when we start shooting.
hmm I agree entirely with Kaz here. It makes perfect sense. I know that sounds strange, but yeah.
You haven't met the man that's leading their expedition. So they're working for a railroad tycoon, but there's also, what was his name, Archie or Archibald
Yep.
Chambers?
Archie.
Archie
Yeah.
Chambers.
is the man, and you haven't seen or heard of. You've heard of him, but you haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
But you understand he's the one leading the rival expedition.
Was being funded by like the guy Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, let's just go. Like I just.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
we
just
don't
go,
land.
and
We're not
you
gonna
get
get around
closer,
this.
and people are just like their jaws are open, and they can't believe you. You get closer to town. Let me just click over to town sound here. Bear with me.
All
We'll
right.
get off the dust.
Make a hole here. Make a hole. We're tired. We want to. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, we would like to freshen up, get some food in our bellies. Thank you, thank you.
And we've got so much to learn. And the ghost talked to Annie. It's amazing. This town is amazing.
Yes, you have a lovely town. He's right about that part. Don't worry about the rest of it. He's drunk.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't drink, but I'm very excited.
No, it was the sun. We didn't have any food, no water, just drink, and everything's fine.
Do you
Is
do
that
welcome
right,
everyone
Paul?
like
Yep,
this?
yep, everything's fine, guys.
So people are in disbelief. Children are running up to you, and they're kind of like tugging at your pant legs and things like that, and they're trying to get a look. Hey, Mister, what's that? What do you got in there? We saw you carrying something.
Oh, it's
It's
nothing.
It's a very long cylinder, and it's chock full of secrets. Secrets about
God, shut
Cthulhu.
up!
You see those two guys that approached you earlier today? They've kind of like fallen back from the crowd. They're observing from a
Ooh.
distance, but they're there and they're watching you. And another kid runs up like, "Hey, are you all crazy? Anybody who goes there goes crazy when they come back."
I did stand outside last night and didn't move for 9 hours, but I don't think that makes me crazy.
Ben, go ahead, Tyler.
Wool coming in because our horses are back. Lucy goes to look for see
We're in
like
town,
find their
so yeah,
horses.
your horses might be kicking around here. You're back in town.
Yeah, Lucy's like she's gonna slip away from the crowd and find her horses, or at least use that as an excuse. And she's like, I'm gonna go make sure her horses are okay. But she's gonna actually slip away so she can keep an eye on the people that were keeping an eye on us.
Gotcha. Why don't you make me a stealth roll, please?
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm really good at those, so that's
Are
great.
you sarcastic or is this a fact?
Fact.
An academic that's very stealthy.
And I get a bonus die too.
Oh, you are really good at it. You weren't
nice.
even kidding.
Yeah. There it is. Left click.
Just had to
Slip
slip in and out of the office hours without a,
Yep.
without a student seeing you.
Nice.
Wow.
16. Look at
Oh,
that.
gosh.
Very good. All right. So the crowd is like fixated on whatever it is that you have wrapped up, and they're trying to get close. And people are like, they're reaching out and they're trying to like touch it. And you're
Whoa.
they're like pushing them away. Like, hey, mind your business. Mind your beeswax. And Lucy, you just kind of like watch, and you slip into the crowd, and then like down between a couple of houses, between a couple of white picket fences, and you're just like kind of like on the thoroughfare, the muddy thoroughfare, in the neighborhood that Compton's house is in. And nobody really, like, you look back and nobody's looking your way. So you're confident that you've slipped away, and you're now watching from a distance. And you watch those two, you want to see those two suspects, and they're fixated on Benji, who's carrying this thing. And like I said, there's people like coming up to them, they're like touching them, and there's like they're looking like them in like right in front of your faces. The people are like stepping right in front of you, trying to look you in the eyes to see if you're with it. Kids are like dancing all around you, and they're like, hey mister, hey missus, hey lady, and they're asking you all these questions.
So cute.
Are you crazy? Are you insane? Can we see that? Can I have a
You know,
closer look?
she is. You should talk to her. And he points at Annie, and he
What's
tries
a
to use that as like a
Cthulhu?
distraction.
Did you see the ghost? Did you talk to the ghost?
The ghost talked to us.
Whoa! What did it
I know.
say?
Well, it didn't talk to us. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. It talked to Annie. Annie's the lucky one.
Yeah, you should talk to Annie. And
Hey,
Benji's gonna try and
lady.
sneak out while they like distract her.
Hey lady, what did they say to you?
They just she's gonna make up something like, oh, they thanked me for coming by to see them and said I could come back anytime.
They're all like, whoa! What did
Annie.
it sound like?
Annie, according to my notes, they said.
Kaz.
Yes.
We're having a conversation with the kids right now.
Was it
I
the
know.
ghost?
Such an opportunity.
We're talking to the kids.
So such a chance for them to learn at such a young age.
But-
I wish I had had that opportunity. But okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Benji.
This is Nick
we've
talking.
got work to do. You sound just like Benji.
Benji, it's just gonna be a hard
Yeah,
stealth
sure,
roll
sure,
because
sure.
everybody's fixated on you. Extreme. Everybody's focused on you. You're carrying this thing, and you want to try and slip out. People are just following you. They're up against you. They're like touching the jacket that's over top. What?
Oh, what?
Heck?
Oh, it's that's the you right clicked. I think it's right click to do the pose, left click to do normal,
What?
or did it?
I don't know.
It looks
me
like
try.
you still.
I
It's like
it
Right
says
click
increase
does
success
that.
to extreme
Yeah.
with 9 luck. You could spend 9 luck to get
shift left
there.
usually works.
Yeah, I would just do the
Okay,
first
I'll
one.
do the
'cause you
first
still-
one.
Yeah,
All right.
it's still
so
a roll.
let's make this a group effort then, because everybody's fixated on you. How are the others? Let's run interference to let Benji slip away. What are you guys gonna do to try and get the crowd's attention? Start shooting at What are you gonna do? You gotta get the attention away, and Benji's gonna slip away. What are you gonna do?
Bull is going to take off his hat and start growling and barking at all the kids, and not like words, like literally just growling and barking.
Do you want to roll intimidate?
Matt, I would like to roll intimidate.
Is that
No,
no?
You'd
Is
like
that
to roll law?
I'd like to roll. Yeah, I like to
can, you
roll
roll
charm.
can you roll intimidate for me, please?
Yes, I can.
That's what he's good at.
Yeah, so you start barking in their face. They're like, ah, it's a monster! It's a monster! The Mount turned him into a monster! What is that? And they just like scatter, and these kids take off. But there's still like townspeople that are like, what is that? And they're like looking at you, and some of them are scared. Like some do back off. Like you do disperse a crowd a little bit, but you were specifically looking at the kids. The kids are gone, and you've also some of the crowd is dispersed because they're like, like aghast at what they've seen. Like, he's a monster. It's transformed him.
Kaz will start saying, I'm an occultist by trade, so this is all very fascinating to me. There are so many things I could tell you about what I believe is going on in your mound. If you'd like to know, what do you think? I believe I know who that ghost is.
And the people are still there. Who's the ghost?
Well, I'm not sure if I should tell all of you here in the open. There might be others listening. Perhaps we should go over there.
Yeah, tell us.
Kaz starts walking away and see if they'll follow him.
Are you charm or... It's not really a charm. Fast
Maybe.
talk? Fast talk.
Ooh.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah, you're like, I'm not great at this.
sure.
Could it be a cult and just like
Hypnosis?
them doing like
Oh, cult? Yeah, a cult.
spitting
Yeah,
the cult facts?
okay,
they
yeah,
know?
I like that. You're using, you're leaning into, let's do a cult. You
Okay.
start throwing names and phrases and things out
That's
there.
better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and they kind of like, they shift. And with that, between Bull scaring the children and you kind of like, oh, I'll tell you more. You want to know more? Benji, you're able to slip out and slip away. Do you want to head in the direction of Annie? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Not near Annie.
Yeah, there's no way.
What?
He's gonna go back to the Comptons, since that's where we at least talked about meeting back up at.
Mhm.
All right, you go back to the Compton house. You look over your shoulder. Time to time, you're not being followed. There's no townspeople or rival expedition people following you. And you go back to the Compton house. You're greeted by Compton. You fools! You went to the mound. Why did you go there? Well, unprepared. What is that? What is that you're carrying?
You know, I'm gonna go to the cellar and just hang out.
Okay. It says it's unlocked.
Cool.
What have you brought upon this house?
I don't really know yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He looks at he's not quite convinced and he's watching you. He says, maybe I should go with you. And
Sure,
He
I
says,
don't
wait
know.
1 minute. And he goes into another room and he comes back and he's holding a double barrel shotgun.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he loads a couple shells in there and cracks it.
And he shoots Benji.
And he shoots
Robs
Benji in the face.
You didn't tell me what you had.
And the first Riverbee falls.
That's right.
And then Grandma Compton comes in and sucks his soul out. It's crazy.
There you go. There's the double barrel sound effect. He comes back in the room.
Right into the streets. Yeah.
You drop dead. No. Okay. He goes, okay. He cracks it. He puts it, readies it. He says, let's go. And he grabs a lantern.
All right.
And he takes you downstairs. Two of you go down there. Lights the lantern. He goes, where are the others?
They're on their way. Why are we whispering?
I don't know. I don't know. Were you followed?
No, I made it. I made it without being followed, but I'm really worried that there's a lot of attention going to be brought here, but I didn't know where else to go.
Why?
What? Because the whole town saw us walk back from the mound.
You called it a mine also. He goes, I know. It's the talk of the town. Everyone is talking of it.
Yeah, and I don't even
And
know
they
what
saw
we
you bring
have.
something back. What is it?
I don't know. I'm not going to open it yet.
Can I see it?
No.
Please?
No. What? Why are you?
It's my
also-
house.
What? I'll go somewhere else then.
Okay, he goes, fine. All right, so let's come back. Annie, what are you doing? Annie, you're keeping distance. You're watching those two rival expedition people. They're fixated on Lucy, or Lucy,
Well-
you slipped away.
I slipped away to keep
Okay.
an eye on them.
Yeah, Lucy's
They're-
watching them. I'm watching
Yeah.
Kaz because he doesn't have a filter, and
Okay,
so at some
so
point
Lucy,
she's
you're watching
may need
them.
to step in.
Annie, you didn't slip away, did you? Lucy slipped
No,
away.
I'm trailing
Okay,
Kaz.
so Lucy, you're watching them. They don't see you, but the others are fixated on. They're fixated on Kaz and Bull and Annie. And wherever the direction they're going, they're kind of like trailing, like 20 feet behind, trying to look inconspicuous. But they don't. What do you want to do? And where do the three of you go? Are you going right to Compton's house, or where you want to go?
Now, Kaz, after he would babble on for about 10 minutes about occult theory, and then be like, I do believe I've got somewhere else to be at this point. It was very nice meeting all of you folks, and if you want to learn more, I should be back here tomorrow night, hopefully. I think. We'll see. And then he turns around and starts to walk back towards the Compton house.
Bull will start trying to push his way out of the crowd. He'll be like carrying like a 6-year-old boy by the scruff of his collar and just like hand it to a random, townsfolk woman. I think someone dropped this, and then wants to go back to the Compton house and spend some time making either lanterns or fires and like doing like a perimeter around the house, and then kind of climb up to the roof where he's gonna sleep tonight.
On the roof of the Compton house?
Yep. Because I want to have like a little perimeter. I want to see anyone coming.
You and Nick up
no
on the
one's
roof?
sneaking in.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, you show up, and okay, the cellar doors are closed. You go in the house. Oh, you're back. Where you been? Would you like some pie? Hello?
I would like some pie. That would be wonderful.
Apple pie. All right. And she shuffles off to the kitchen. Where are the others? Have you seen my boy? No?
I know. I haven't seen any. I'm looking for everyone else too. I was having a nice chat with the people in town, and then, but we have so much to look at and look into and learn tonight. And of course, apple pie.
Oh, it's very precious. Okay. She gets you some pie. And Lucy, are you following them back to the house, or what do you want to do? Do you legitimately want to get the horses back, or that was just your cover?
Lucy was wanting to keep an eye on the others, the two people that were watching us, to see if they were trailing people back to the Comptons or wherever they were going.
They definitely trailed them back to the Compton house, and they're hanging back across the street.
Okay.
They're like a few houses down, kind of
non-stealthy,
peering out, and they're watching the house. They watched Kaz and Annie and Bull walk up.
Okay.
Bull's rummaging around the yard looking for a ladder. You see him find a wooden ladder, prop it up against the roof. You don't see Benji anywhere, but they don't see you either, these two.
Right. Lucy's basically planning to keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Are they moving? They seem like they're just sticking in that spot. Like they haven't moved for a while.
Nope.
Okay.
They're just watching the house.
Our shop's still opened?
Yes.
Could I buy dynamite?
Yes. You would lose track of them though. To go to the general store and go buy TNT, dynamite.
Dynamite.
Is it just is it just a random house like that's no one uses?
No, they're just like standing beside they're just standing beside a house. They're outside. But they're like peering around a corner. It's a house. It's not like they're not in a house. They're still on the streets.
Like in between.
But if you leave, like you may be there when you come back, they may not be there when you come back. You don't know, but you could risk leaving and seeing if they're still there when you come back.
I got a better idea. I'm gonna put my high some of my high social skills and high appearance stat to use, and Lucy will basically go to them and try to like basically at least make coerce one of them to leave and come with her.
They've
essentially
seen you before. They know who you are. They know you're a member of this party.
Exactly. That's true. Yes, and so she's gonna try though.
Okay. So you approach them. Are you gonna be silent in your approach, or are you just gonna saunter up?
She's gonna be silent in her approach, but once she gets close enough, she's kind of gonna do like a whistle of like, ooh. She's like two fine looking guys right there.
They turn around. What tarnation? Don't sneak up on a man like that. Oh, hey, it's one of them. Hey, we got some questions to ask you. You need to come with us. And
you could.
and
you
the
could
two of them
ask
start
me.
reaching towards they start moving their hands down towards the pistols on their belts.
And
Come with us.
Lucy says, "Oh, well, you don't have to ask me twice to come with you two. I'll go anywhere you's like. How about we go to the saloon and have a drink first?
No,
I would love to
You
talk
need to come
about."
back with us.
She's like, but you gotta learn to loosen up. And I don't know. I forget if this what the rule in Cthulhu, but actually no, I'm just gonna roll charm. Yeah, I'm
Roll
like,
charm.
loosen up and come have a drink.
It's gonna be a hard charm.
A hard charm. Okay,
charm.
that's okay.
Yeah, these guys hate us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay.
Oh
Boom.
my.
Oh,
Gold. She's like, I'll come with you after we have our drinks.
One of
Okay.
the big kind of they're both dopey looking, but the big one in the overalls kind of starts smacking his lips. Now I mention it, I'm a bit parched. We've been out here for a while. Perhaps we could go have a beverage before we go see Mr. Chambers.
Oh, and I'll buy them for you both.
The other
They'll be
one
on me.
doesn't seem quite as convinced. He looks at his friend, and he looks kind of like down the street. He looks over at the house. Ah, hell! What's one drink gonna do?
And yeah, Lucy, this is like, well, come along then. And she makes her way to the wherever they can get a drink. And she's probably gonna dose their
I was
drinks.
gonna say drug them.
Either that, or she's just planning to like Garrett one of them. And,
Oh,
like,
what?
She get one of them away.
In the middle of the bar? What?
Not in the middle of the bar. Like get one of them away. I mean,
Oh
you
my
know.
Word. Okay, let's cut back to this. You're on the house. So, Bull, are you just gonna climb on the roof, or are you gonna look for Benji? You wanna go in the all of you figured out. Benji came here. You knew Benji was coming here, and you figured you put two and two together. They're down in the cellar.
I mean,
Or
I'll
am
check
I?
in. Yeah, I mean, I'll check in with people, and I'll let Benji know, like, I'm setting up, fires. I'm making a perimeter, and then I'm gonna spend time on the roof making sure that
So
no one gets close.
you don't want to be a part of the opening of the tube?
No. I mean, I don't know jack squat about any of that. If you want me to hold the gold thing, I can do that while you guys do the parchment thing. I want
Well,
someone to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, maybe later.
You
Yeah,
saw how all
it
those people
doesn't sound
want,
really safe on the roof, so I guess I'll just keep it down here.
but it's safe with me. That's all I'm saying.
I
For a
tr- I
lawyer,
trust
you
you,
should
Bull.
be fully, a lot of money and stuff. You should be fine, right? And he kind of gives you a wink and turns around.
Yeah. Investments, just rough investments, it's the stock market. Oh boy.
But yeah, he's just like he's just basically setting. I don't want he's gonna set it up so that there's like basically no way that someone could like sneak up to the house without him seeing. Is kind of what he's after right now. And Matt, if you would like me to roll climb to get on the roof, you just let me know.
Hey, Jeff, you're using a ladder. You don't need to roll climb. Do you want to? What if you fail? You just can't get on the roof for the rest of the night? Oh, I just can't do it. I tried this ladder once. I just can't do it.
No,
guys.
it's
It's
push
too
the
high. The roof's too high.
That would be hilarious. You're just like, no, I can't do it.
It's happened before.
I'm afraid of heights.
I
No,
love it.
I would try to jump next. That's what I would do.
Wow.
Sorry, that broke me. All right. Yeah, you don't need to roll for climb. Okay, so you're gonna go on the roof. You're making a perimeter. Spot hidden for me. While you're up there, as you're getting ready, you see Dr. Lucy depart with those two gentlemen somewhere. You see Lucy approach, talk to them, and the three of them walk away together. You see
She's
them
turned.
kind of reaching for their guns, and they back off, and they all kind of walk friendly like away somewhere. You don't know. You can't see where.
Okay. I'm gonna go inside then after seeing that, and I'm gonna confront Mr. Hurst. And if I can get like Benji in the same room, I'm just gonna be,
Mr. Hurst, what do you know about Dr. Lucy?
I know that she's an academic, and she's quite educated. And we needed a geologist. What else are you good at? Geologist and
Geologist.
astrologer.
Well,
And Lucy was more than qualified. Why?
well, I just saw something a bit concerning. She seemed to be talking with some of the folks that we got a little scuffle with this morning, and they didn't seem to take that conversation unkindly. They seemed to be all chummy, and then they just walked away.
Oh,
And
dear.
they're off gallivanting somewhere around in town.
Do you suspect her to be a turncoat?
Well, I don't know. She could have something up her sleeve, but
Should we
we
go?
might want to.
Listen, we need to see this. If you want to go after her, you can. You don't seem to be interested in this artifact. But I'm staying
I
here.
mean, okay. Anyone want to come with me just to make sure? Or am I doing this by
Kaz.
myself?
Kaz looks down, looks up. He's like, Bull, I'm a good soldier, Bull. I'll go with you,
No.
Bull. I'll go with you.
No,
It's okay.
no, I couldn't do that. No, Kaz, I can't do. I know this is something you really want. I'll take Grandma Compton. It's okay.
Yo, Kaz,
Oh, yay!
Sonny?
Would you like to go for an evening stroll, ma'am? And he'll offer his elbow.
Annie will pop up because Annie was the one that was cornered by them earlier. And so Annie will pop up and say, like, I don't want Dr. Lucy to be alone with them. I will definitely go.
Okay, I mean, Dr. Lucy could also just be a traitor, and she's luring
I
us
know.
into a trap. I mean,
That's what I'm trying to
She-
find
We
out.
should
she's-
find that information out then before she
she
comes back and
slipped
sees
out
you.
whenever we were getting, harassed by all those people. She didn't even help.
Well, we all had our
That's
own
true.
plans. So for now, I would
All
like to
right,
go
well,
make
you're
sure
gonna
she's
miss the
safe.
tube opening.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're a crazy one, Annie. You're hearing things. Kaz, you're
Yes,
a good
Bull?
friend, but
Thank you, Bull.
There was a but I'm just gonna stop there. And Benji, you're the last I am saying.
I'll
So
babysit.
you all
Don't
take
worry.
care of this, and I'll go ahead and I'll keep an eye on the dock and figure out what's going on. Grandma, shall we go?
Yes, son. May I have your
Okay.
arm?
Just pass it. Now, come on, little lady. We're going for a stroll.
Wraps her arm around yours. She's just slowly shuffling down the
They
street.
can't. They're not going to attack him if there's a little old lady on his
Oh,
arm.
is that your plan? I'm like, why are you taking
Yeah.
Grandma Compton?
Really?
Plus, I'm
The guy
getting the
with
big bad
shotgun.
away. I'm getting the big bad away from here too.
All right. So, we'll go to the cellar. So we got Kaz, we got Benji, and Annie down there with Hurst and Compton. Is that
I
correct?
suppose my services and the safety of Dr. Lucy were declined. So I guess I'm here.
All right. After everybody falls in, Compton kind of turned like he's anxious now too, and he's never really been. He like just warned you about this. Is it time now? Can I see it?
All right, we
Yes,
need to make some ground rules. Ground rules, okay? So when we open this up, we have a lot of people here hearing things, being a little crazy, so we need to. Yeah, is everyone going to agree to be normal or try to be normal, or what's going to happen here? Because we all have shotguns down here, and it could be crazy.
Kaz, for the first time in at least a couple of days, seems to really focused. He's like, I'm a student of anthropology and archaeology, and I know that we have to handle this so very carefully. We can't even breathe on it wrong. We have to make sure that the fewest people are engaging with this document as we unfurl it. So you're right, Benji. We have to keep very strict control over this.
Benji looks a little confused, you agreeing with him for like once. All right, we'll do it. It's just everybody just keep their distance. We don't need to. Dr. Hurst, that means you. Okay, you're the one that's like pretty gung-ho about all this stuff. And we'll just try and read it.
I think that's the best plan. Yes, Benji. Yes, let's do that.
Let's read it.
All right.
Yeah, he'll try and pull it out gingerly, I suppose, because we learned it was very delicate.
Sure. So you twist the end, and this big parchment, long parchment, you pull out. Now, the paper itself is odd. It's not like paper you've seen. It's, again, something maybe not of this earth. You've never seen this method The fabric is very, very strong, and it's very tight in its construction. And it's almost like a bone color. The writing, as you open it up, the writing itself appears to be in Spanish. Even if you don't have language Spanish, you can, looking at it, you're like, you can tell that this is Spanish. Does anybody have language Spanish?
I have a language Canadian.
Louis Salvatore.
Louis Salvatore is very good in Spanish.
I have
Why would
one
we-
in Latin.
But I think he's
Wait,
in
I
Peru
think I
right
need
now or
to-
something.
No.
No, I just have language in one. I don't even know what the language is.
Hurst goes, good thing I'm here. Good thing I'm here. And he unravels this thing, and he starts examining. He goes, this is in Spanish, but it's old Spanish, like similar like Old English. Like it's a dialect that has kind of gone out of style the way it's written. And he looks at it and goes, it appears to be a log or a recollection of someone's encounters. Someone by the name of Panfilo de Zamacoa Nunez. And it's dated 1120 AD. That's over 400 years ago. And he looks... This cylinder is much older than that, though.
Maybe someone took what was inside of it and replaced it with this?
Can I get a sense of how old the cylinder is?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make me your archaeology, anthropology.
I have archaeology.
Ooh.
Man, that's hard.
Oh, I can spend some luck if we.
Do you want to spend luck?
No, I don't care about this. I don't want to.
Okay. I was like, do you really want to spend luck to tell how old it is? It's old. It's ancient. It's the same. It's not the same material as the stone, though. It is gold. This is pure gold. So he continues to read. He goes, "This is it's like a log or a recounting of someone's time in a place they refer to as the Kingdom of Canaan."
Ooh.
K''Nyan.
That's what he said to me.
Yes. He was a Spanish explorer. And he went down there with a young Native American man who showed him the way. They went under the mound. And this is about their journeys down there. They discovered vast underground world filled with grotesque temples, strange beasts, and a civilization of people who worship beings. Cthulhu, Yig, Shub-Niggurath, and more. It talks about how they can communicate with their minds and they don't use their mouths to talk to one another. Very interesting. And he kind of leans in and he takes the lantern. He just kind of gets silent and he's staring at the text.
What is it that you see, Mr. Hurst?
These people, these Cananians, they're immortal. They subjugated the other races before them. They use technology to modify themselves biologically, and why did they reanimate the dead and use them as slaves? And he kind of looks off and he looks at the dirt wall and he's kind of thinking. They say they can dematerialize and rematerialize at will. It speaks of depraved practices, unspeakable horrors, random body modifications, mutilations of those that they enslaved. They talks when bored, they would come up above ground and take people and bring them back just to do these, to kill them and then reanimate them and use them for whatever purposes they can imagine to entertain themselves.
Does it say how this the Zamako Reyes left the mound? How he got
we'll
away?
just call him Nunez. We'll call him Nunez.
Yes.
It says here that he made this account of his time down there, and he stole this cylinder from them, and he tried to escape once, but they caught him. He was sold out by someone who he trusted down there, one of them. But he did get another chance, and he did make his way back up to the outside world, where he left this as a warning for others. Not to go down there, not to get messed up in this strange alien civilization down below.
This guy is a genius, that's all I have to say. I mean, look, this is the only thing that's made any sense, and it's a big warning that we should just sell this extremely expensive golden tube and call it a day, because we will lose our minds, just like we've already seen Kaz go a little bit cuckoo, and he's talking about hearing things. You know, we might want to just call it a win, a W.
Hurst leans in and says, "No, there's more down there. This is proof. This is a first-hand account. There's a whole civilization down there."
And he never returned.
Yes, he did. This is how he got it out.
And
He
he
did
warned
return.
people not to
And
go
he left his account behind for us. Not to go down there, but come on now. That was 400 plus years ago. We've come quite a long ways. We have firearms. We have dynamite. Let us go down there and explore.
Hurst, did it say anything about people coming out when they were able to escape without their mind?
Let me go back and skim this. Sorry, it's a lot to take in. It proves everything I've been working towards. Reading. Yes. Steal people of their minds, and they leave there as mindless zombies. Sometimes without their heads. Also, sometimes they take their heads and they use them as guards. Down there.
That sounds like the ghost. That sounds like the ghost that's on the mound at night.
It does! Oh, it's all coming together.
Yeah, and we shouldn't be going down there. That's what it's saying.
What
we
would be the first to uncover this. Could you imagine the news? We'd be famous.
Why can't we just be the people that discovered the parchment, and then let those who really want to lose their mind go down there after it's been announced?
But that is the true journey, Benji.
Or if we see them as being dangerous, then maybe it would be a good public service to do something about them. And then we get the treasure.
Yes.
And then we can protect this area from other people. So we get the money and we've protected other people.
And you have that. And he kind of like pushes his finger up against the amulet under your shirt or whatever. You have that to protect us. Grey Eagle gave it to us. He said it protected him. It protected his father, his father's father, his father's father, his father's father. It went all the way back. That's what also gave him long life.
And he also didn't say that he's going to go in the mound with this amulet on. We have no idea. He said, I'm going to stay away from the mound to wear my amulet.
He said to keep the tunnels and caves when they appear. And that amulet around your neck will save you.
So what about the rest of you guys? You're just going to lose your mind and that's it?
Mr. Hurst, I spent a lot of years in the trenches. Felt like forever. I was fighting monsters, and I want to know what's down there, but from what you're saying, these are even greater monsters than what we faced in the trenches. I think we can't let them ever get out of the mound.
Do we go down there and block off the entrance leading up to the mound?
Look, why can't we just tell everybody that you cannot go there? We can make it a big announcement. The natives are...
But this man went there? And
that was 400 years ago!
You remember the stories? The Comptons told you that explorers and men disappeared also? Not 30, 40, 50 years ago?
Yeah, and they could be mindless slaves underneath the mound.
No, they came back and they were mad, remember?
That's worse!
They came back!
There's
I'm
always
just
going to be
trying-
the call of adventure and
One was-
danger. That's always going to draw people here,
Yes.
as long as they're still there.
But it doesn't mean we have to be the ones sacrificing ourselves.
Who says we'd be sacrificing anything?
Sacrifice is okay,
this whole
Benji.
this whole parchment says we would be sacrificing everything. If we go down there, we will not come back the same.
You know what, Benji? I think you're right.
And
We
Hurst
will
turns,
not come back the same.
Yeah, Hurst turns to you, Kaz. You've already started to see it. We'll unlock the knowledge that I spoke of, that you've now started to see and be made aware of.
But he will become so crazy that it won't matter.
Mr. Hurst, I'm going to go, but I'm going to go so I can make sure those monsters don't ever get out. Other people have let monsters out before in my life, and we have to put them back in the hole.
Aren't they immortal?
That doesn't
but
mean
we
they
can seal
can't
the hole,
die.
like Annie and Kaz, they said seal the hole. And we can try to kill them? We need to go down there and see it firsthand. We need to take pictures.
We've never seen the hole, right?
No, so it's completely filled
Yeah.
in. You're going to have to go there.
Okay.
You're going to have to dig a hole
Gotcha,
underground.
Everything has a weakness. You just have to find it.
That's right, Annie. That is so true. We'll have to find their weakness, and we will have to use it to destroy them.
And take all the gold, which should make you happy, Benji. Or
We
you can stay
haven't-
here and eat pie.
We have
we
enough
can
gold
go.
with this tube. How much gold do you want? Do we all realize that we got hired to get paid like 100 gold, and that was everyone's incentive? Was, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so rich. And now here we are with a tube, thousands and thousands of dollars worth. We can go home. You can retire in Nebraska. You can try and fix your mental stability, Kaz, back where you're from. You have money for you, your children, your children's children. I mean, why push our luck?
Nick, why is Benji rambling?
The owl just turns its head completely around.
It's all the owl does, apparently. What a great companion.
All right.
Is there anything else, Mr. Hurst? Does the parchment say anything else?
It talks a bit about his time down there, and how at first they seemed friendly, and then they enslaved him and they kept him down there, and there's a whole society down there. It speaks of light underground. How is that even possible? But it's illuminated somehow. There were inhabitants before them, even.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
It just doesn't seem to have. I mean, I just don't understand the value. If you learn all of these things about Cthulhu and whatever else he was saying,
Yes.
you won't be able to remember it because you'll be so crazy.
I've already started to learn, and I'm not crazy.
You almost died when the statue disappeared.
What? When I like that. Yes, but I'm better now. I'm better than ever. I feel fantastic. And Kaz has started to see it, and Annie's hearing things. The Mound is speaking to Annie.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Benji, I'll pay you out and you can leave. But we're going to the Mound.
No, I will take the tube and you guys can go to the Mound. You guys can
This is
keep
my
the parchment.
expedition. This is my expedition.
Wait, what do you mean? You didn't even do anything. You just sat there while we all dug it up.
I funded it.
You put $50 coins. It's nothing.
You wouldn't be here without me, Benji. But fine, if you must leave, take it. Take it as a parting gift.
Yeah, I will go find Lucy and Bull and see what they want to do.
Why?
Because they need to understand. They weren't here during this terrible doomsday speech you were
He seems
reading.
confused why Lucy and Bull wouldn't want to go. Like, what? Why? What? Doomsday? Nobody said anything about Doomsday. It was just a world under ours.
You know what? Good luck. And he'll take the tube and walk out. He leaves the parchment. Like, that's just unraveled, just sitting there.
Carries this. All right. Annie, or not Annie. let's cut over to Lucy. Bear with me here as we switch. You're in
Oh,
the
there we
local
go.
bar. There we go. Yeah, we got the saloon sounds going. You go in there. There's not very many people in here. There's maybe only like 2 or 3 people. It's kind of around supper time, so people are at home. Instead of out drinking, they'll come out drinking afterwards. They ditch their families. So yeah, the 3 of you are in there, and you know, the one big one. They were, oh yeah, could I have a whiskey, please? It's on you, right?
Oh yeah, it's on me. No worries there. And she puts down like a, I don't know, $5 bill.
The bartender's like, what?
Oh,
Just
jeez.
takes it. What'll it be, man? Just takes it and
Just
immediately
like-
stuffs it in his pocket.
And
His
literally
breast
just
pocket.
like says, you know, get these two whatever they want to drink.
And they both go whiskey at the same time. And the bartender just puts a bottle down and 3 glasses.
Oh, perfect. She's like, just of course, let me pour the drinks for you as well. And she, you know, takes the bottle, starts pouring it into the
Yeah.
glass, and then she'll like use sleight of hand to
Oh
start
my god.
Sleight of hand?
drinking the drink.
All right, you're rolling me sleight of hand?
Sure.
Oh my goodness. Are you good at that too?
I'm okay at it.
You do have a lot of luck.
I do have a lot of
I'll
luck.
say you can like turn your back to them as you're pouring it. Like they're kind of huddled around, they're watching, but yeah, you turn your back. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh,
How much luck you got?
I
Wow.
spent it in the luck.
Oh
Oh.
my word.
Ooh.
All right, so you turn your back and you start pouring, and
What a
you take out
roll.
like a little
Right.
vial of like some powder or some
Oh
liquid
yeah,
or
it's
something.
just full. You know, it's full on opioids.
Oh,
It'll
so
knock them out real good.
you're not killing them. You just want to drug them.
No. Yeah. I
I know
bet
you're killing them.
if I got the dosage wrong, if I didn't spend the luck, then yes. They'd be
Flashbacks
dead.
of Delta Green here.
I know, right? I'm like, where have I heard this before?
Yeah, just knock them
All right.
out. And
So, yeah, you
I
kinda-
give them
you
their
pull
whiskey.
back. And you hand them each one of the 2 glasses that you've drugged. Are you gonna have some as well out of an undrugged glass?
I'll drink out of the bottle itself. Because like they left the bottle, right, of whiskey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I just drink out of the. After I put their glasses down, I just say, I hold the glass up and I say, cheers to a well-deserved break.
They kind of look at each other awkwardly and they cheers, and cling the glasses to yours. They take a drink and they put their cups back down for more.
And I take a swig of the bottle and I pour out some more for them, and I'm like, yeah, we got a whole bottle here, boys. Yeah, any of
Alright.
you got cards?
Oh boy, one of them. Yeah, he actually make me a luck roll. Roll your luck.
Oh Lord, you got it.
No, they go. No, we don't got any cards, man. We're here to drink, and then we gotta take you
Oh.
over to see Mr. Chambers.
Oh, perfect. Well, let's finish this bottle off so we can go over and see that fine gentleman, Mr. Chambers. And she starts pouring it out more.
Yeah, they have more, and they're like, you might not be that bad.
She's like, oh, I'm not.
What are you doing, Matt? Running around with those others that we're watching and such.
It pays good. If Chambers if you want to pay, if you and your boss want to pay me more, well, that's great. I'll help use.
Maybe we can convince him to have you come work for us.
That would be lovely.
All right, Bull, you're gonna kind of walk in,
Just like,
and the three of them are at the bar, and Lucy's there. She's pouring drinks, and they're all sitting around, and you're just like, maybe you come work for us. You kind of walk in on that.
That's what I hear when I walk in.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just
And Lucy's
saunter
like, if
on
they
over.
pay more, sure.
I'll like stand like right behind them as they're like woozing and like,
Well, how much we talking?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Lucy don't even need to roll like a spot hit. Like Bull just
Yeah, yeah.
walks in with Grandma Compton on his arm, and you see him with this old lady. You're like, what?
My question is, will the smaller of the two guys get hit harder first and collapse before the big guy does? No, there's a luck roll.
Yeah, make me a luck roll.
Dang.
You got luck for that?
Close.
You got luck for that?
I can't spend luck on luck.
No, you can't.
No.
That's right.
Get out of here.
Get
You
outta
can't do
here.
that. Get out of here.
Yeah, you can't really
But,
tell. They both seem to be getting hit equally, and they're like
Okay.
slurring their speech, and like their eyes aren't able to focus, and like,
It's like, yeah, how much are you guys two getting paid?
and they're like, this is some pretty strong whiskey, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Say, is
I
that
put
your-
$5?
Is that your pal over there with a really old lady?
It sure is coming for some drinks. I assume he's gonna probably come join us.
They both
Bring
of them.
old lady too.
Actually, the big one in the coveralls, or overalls, he starts reaching for his pistol on his belt, and he sees you, Bull, and he's
wow.
like trying to focus. He's kind of swaying, and he's sweating. He's taking his hand, clearing his brow. And he's going for his pistol. Hey, you!
I will.
We
I
got
will
some
very
questions for
gentlemanlike. I will very gentlemanlike pull out a chair to have Grandma Compton sit in.
Oh, thank you, Shunning.
Oh,
You're
I'm
such
gonna
a
go
sweetheart.
get you a sarsaparilla. I got some business. to
I'll have a
attend to,
whiskey.
Whiskey.
I'll let you know.
That's my kind of gal. All right.
And I will wander over towards Lucy with a very kind of confused and angry look on his face.
Yeah,
which
and
is
that one guy,
basically
he's
just
going for his
normal.
pistol, and I'm gonna say he's got his hand. He's kind of like wavering back and forth, and he's
oh.
he's
my.
like wiping
Lucy's-
his brow,
I
he's
don't know.
sweating profusely, and he's like he's pale.
Is
he's
his
like-
gun out already?
Yeah,
Is
he's
he
you
pointing
know,
at
but
it?
it's like
Double.
shaky. and-
Lucy like comes up and says, "No, this is no time for guns. This is time for some more drinks."
for some questioning.
Well, I'm coming with you. I'm all you need. I'll answer all the questions.
Well, we
I'm a
need him, too.
scientist. He's
Yeah.
not a scientist.
He made us look bad in a thoroughfare today.
Oh well, you can. Oh well, how about this? I say, how about we settle this in the drinking competition? If my friend here can best you, then you let him go. And she puts the bottle in the middle of the table.
He's
And
like
she says-
really like teetering and stuff. You look over the other one. The other one's already passed out on the bar.
Good. I and Lucy says, and if you win, well, there's some rooms upstairs. We can rest there.
Wow.
And she'll
Proposition.
and I'll do another charm if you'd like.
Make me a charm roll.
Easy peasy.
Bull, make me a luck roll.
Luck, huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh, close.
Very close.
You want to spend some luck or no? Oh, I can't
Can't.
unlock.
It's luck.
You
It's
can't.
luck.
There you go. Matt.
All right,
No.
he goes, I like the sound of that, but first, and his gun goes off.
Oh my gosh. He shoots.
Hold on. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be a really hard roll for him because he's drugged.
Yeah, grandma's gonna
This is
get
like an
shot.
extreme. This is like an extreme for him. Don't worry. I'm playing it fair.
No worries.
I'm playing it fair.
And he gets a 1. No.
Yeah, right. Mine didn't show up. That's weird.
Probably won't show up for us. Oh.
You see it on
It's
stream.
hidden.
Oh
you can see it
yeah.
on stream. The gun just kind of like fires wildly, and the shot just goes like right past. It doesn't even go near you, Bull. And the bartender's like, no guns, no guns.
How out of it is he? Like, is he look like he's gonna fall down?
Yeah, it looks like he can fall down real soon.
Can I just like take his gun and just smash it into his face?
Yes,
Can I just
please.
like do like
Yeah,
just
make
like
me
that.
make me a melee, whatever brawl.
Okay. That's
Success.
Wow.
So we're not even
That's
gonna roll
beautiful.
damage because he's so drugged at this point that you just take
Yeah.
it, and he's just like he's looking at it as you do so, and just cranking his nose, just starts bleeding, and he's clumps to the floor. And the bartender goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go with the sheriff."
Now, hang on. I'm a lawyer. I'm very well acquainted with the law. If you could be so kind as to entertain the young lady,
as he points over to Grandma Compton.
I'll go ahead and take these 2 malcontents and bring them over to Sheriff Dunphy, if that's okay. He and I, we've met and spoke.
All right. Yeah. You subdued that one. He shot in my bar. Yeah. Take them to the sheriff. Take them to Dunphy's.
No problem. And so Bull is just gonna like put both of them over each shoulder at that point.
Yeah.
Like, Doc, you might want to come on with me if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. You betcha.
And so Bull will go over, by the way, while he's got both of the bodies on his shoulders. Like,
well, I'm sorry, madam. Seems our date will have to be postponed, but you go ahead and drink whatever it is you like. The barkeep will take care of you, and we'll try again some other time.
Come back and fetch me when you're done.
I will indeed.
Lucy will give the remainder of the bottle of whiskey to Grandma.
All right, she just starts pouring herself drinks. All right.
And,
so
yeah.
I'm not sure what your plan was, but Bull has an idea. Like when you get outside, Bull's is not going to go towards the sheriff. He's just going to wander outside of town with both the bodies and like,
you might want to fetch an extra shovel. I got this pick I found.
and then he's going to bury them up to their necks again.
Oh, I thought you were going to bury
That's
them
his
alive and kill them.
Oh, no, just up to their necks.
Is there a shovel just waiting around for me to grab?
You can find a shovel. It's
Yeah.
I have
not
a pick
uncommon.
still.
Yeah, non. You can like just walk into someone's yard and take one out of your yard.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, not uncommon whatsoever.
Perfect.
So, yeah, the
and
two of you are gonna
Lucy's
take-
like, sounds good.
Take off out of town and go bury these guys up to their necks. Let's go back to the people in the cellars. Is there anything you want to do after this point, or what do you want to do? Benji, you've left. You've taken the cylinder and walked out. Wow. Okay. And are you looking for the others?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some supplies, go wrangle my horse, and then he will go look for the other two.
Okay. Very good. I have to kill the saloon music. Bear with me here. So we go back to the streets. All right. Kaz, is there anything in particular, or you're just kind of plotting the trip to the mound the next day?
No, actually, Kaz would probably have gone off by himself away from Mr. Hurst because he's feeling incredibly conflicted at this point after hearing this story. He's having hard flashbacks to the war, and he's equating what he heard about these Canaanites or Canaanians with the enemy he fought in the war, and he's really having a hard time reconciling his desire to learn more and his desire to stop what sounds like an even greater evil than what he fought during the war. So he's pretty much just trying to figure his moral compass out.
Okay. Very good. Annie, is there anything in particular you'd be doing after kind of like examining this text and Benji just walking out with the golden cylinder?
I would say, I mean, really, she's probably going to go back outside and see if she can hear anything again. See if the range is.
Make
kind
me
of
a
all the way
listen
here.
roll, Andy.
And when she goes outside, Bull is not going to be there.
No. Bull's gone.
Bull's taking some holes right now.
So I would say if she goes outside and sees that Bull isn't there, knowing that Bull was supposed to be going up on the roof, then she will probably take up perch on the roof then.
Okay, that's fine. Yep. You still make me a listen roll while you're up there.
Okay. Because that was a good plan to make sure that we were...
Make me spot hidden while you're up there too, actually.
All right.
So you're listening, you hear a
Pass,
gunshot
pass.
somewhere in the distance go off. A muffled gunshot somewhere in town. And you're sitting there and you're kind of figuring out where, like, you can pinpoint the buildings that it came from with your listen roll. And then with your spot hidden, you're looking in that direction and you see Bull walking out of a bar or a building with a body on either shoulder and Lucy following beside him.
With a shovel.
With a shovel. Yeah, shovel and a pick.
Well, they
you
seem
see
to
all
have
this.
everything under control.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
So Annie will just watch and see what happens.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right, let's go over to the Gravediggers then. You're going to go out of town and go dig a hole like we did with...
Yeah. I'll say like the whole thing.
I gotta tell you, Doc, you had me worried for a moment. I thought you might have been playing for the old Wyatt team.
Well, that's just silly. Why would I go for these type of goons when I have you type of goons to hang out with?
Okay, I like it. That's a funny one right there. Okay. I don't know if you've noticed though, but some of our goons are not playing with what's the proverb say, a full deck. They're I'm getting a little concerned that about that they might be leading us into something, you know. That's all I'm saying.
Well, with my multiple PhDs, I have multiple decks. It's A-okay.
Yeah, I've only got the Juris Doctorate, but you know that's all right.
And I'm like,
People who are lying. I love it. It's so good. And yeah, I mean, Lucy will be like, yeah, just tell me where to start digging. Should we tie them up while we're digging, just in case? If nah, I put in enough stuff in their drinks. They're good. They're good.
I trust your many PhDs. If you think they're out, they're out.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna wake up for a good few hours.
Well, we're just gonna have to find a nice little hidden spot, grove, something like that, and you know, just because I think it's funny. It's just kind of cracks me up.
so yeah, we'll just dig holes like we did before,
Sure.
all the way up to their necks.
Sure.
Yeah,
Class.
They're
both
out.
of us work
They're
at the same
really
time.
out of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically hole and then
Well-
just toss them in feet
Drop them
first.
down.
I'll tell you what. One of the two of you can make me a survival roll to find a nice little tucked away area.
Farm those
Where-
rolls.
What's that?
Come on.
Got
Farm
it.
those rolls.
Farm those rolls.
No.
Oh.
Where others may not find them. You're looking for a little quiet area where, you know,
Come
someone
on,
walking
Doc.
by at dusk and sees a couple of heads poking up out of the ground won't run into this.
No.
Lucy, you got that luck?
Like in the middle of town
All right,
square.
so the two of you are just like over here, over there. No, over here. So you guys go to the outskirts, and you're pretty sure you find it's like a little thatch of shrubbery and vegetation. Like this is a good spot. No one will find them here. And the two of you start just digging holes, get them down in there, up to their necks, and you're satisfied. And they're out. Like they are out cold. None of this wakes them up. It took you about a good hour or a little more to dig these holes. It is dusk.
Yeah.
The sun is going down at this point. Where do you want to go from here? What do you want to do?
We'll put a little gag, you know, to make sure they can breathe out of their nose. You know, we're not crazy. And then
We
We're
can
not
go.
coming in.
I gotta tell you, Doc. I was thinking maybe we just go to the horse's mouth. You know, head over to that Chambers house and knock on the door. We got two of theirs here. If things go wrong, well, we can use that as some leverage. Or, well,
And you already see Lucy, like she has a cloth out, she's pouring some stuff on it,
Chloroform.
and she's just like, no, the first idea is good. Knock on the
Yeah.
door, I'll wait. He comes
Okay.
out, I'll get him.
Yeah, we can do that. I was just gonna say we can go check on the crew first, and they were gonna
Oh.
open up that thing and
Oh, okay, that sounds great. Just a
There's
little for
probably
me
some-
then. And she just,
squid monster in the basement or something. I don't know.
Oh, upset.
Oh, I didn't know you can take that recreationally. Okay.
oh, if you use it
I'm
enough, you get.
Fascinating.
And if not, you
I'm
can
just
carry
learning
me,
so
right?
much. Yeah, sure. You don't weigh
Oh,
nothing at all.
perfect.
These-
And she just like starts. She picks up the shovel and she starts carrying it over her shoulder. And
we go back to the Compton house, and Dr. Lucy's getting a piggyback ride by that point.
oh
Okay.
yeah,
And you see
There you
Annie
go.
up on the roof when you get back. Benji, where are you going?
He's leaving.
You're just leaving town. You're getting a horse and going.
smart.
All right. In
Can't
the
die.
If he
direction
runs
of the
into
mound?
Bull and Dr. Lucy,
In the direction of the mound?
No.
I imagine we'd run into each other then.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you run
And
into
Lucy's like,
other.
whoa!
You see Benji
No!
like with the big thing wrapped up. You know it's the cylinder.
Yes, guys. So we opened up the cylinder, and there was probably the worst possible text that we could have found in Spanish. So that was interesting, and it basically said you're gonna lose your mind and turn into a slave if you go down there. So I'm heading out of town. If anyone wants to come with me, he kind of pots the cylinder. You feel free to. This is enough for retirement for everybody. No one else bought that, so they want to keep going to the Mound, but that's up to you guys.
Lucy would look over and be like, that's not a... It's definitely easier and a lot safer. And I don't want to become, I don't want to get mind controlled by whatever's down there. I'll come with you, Benji.
Okay.
Sure.
And so Bull will take you off the shoulders and just put you on Benji's shoulders at that point. Kind of switch.
I appreciate what you're saying. I don't disagree, but I don't know if my conscience is gonna do right by me if I let old Kaz and Annie go on down there. Maybe I could talk sense into them, or maybe I could just pick them up and drag them to the train station. But
maybe.
I don't know.
Well, and she'll ruffle in her bag and pass over a pill bottle or something. It says, "Well, you could give them this. You carry them anywhere you want."
Okay. Well, I don't begrudge you nothing, but just be careful and enjoy the time, and don't go over there because we buried two fellas. It's just
okay. Good to know. He'll put his hand on your shoulder as he's going away with the horse, and he'll just kind of lean in. It's nice knowing you, and just walk off.
All right, you take it easy there, Benji. See you, Doc.
Oh, see ya. Thanks for your help at the bar.
You got it.
All right. So you're going to go back to the house?
Yeah.
Bull. And
Don't forget Grandma.
Grandma Compton. Yeah. You went back and
Oh yeah, I'll pick up Grandma first.
So
she's probably just completely drunk by that point because we know about Grandma. She's just
because it's the fall. The sun has gone down earlier than usual. And it's dark. It's dark as Benji and Lucy are getting ready to head on out. Annie, are you gonna stay perched up on the roof, or Bull, when you come back, are you gonna offer to go up there?
Yeah. I mean, that's his gig. I mean, he definitely would want to check in with like Kaz and Mr. Hurst and everything. Just confirm
I'm not sure what happened, but I think he just lost two of the party.
So whether this is the Kaz probably and Hurst,
Hurst. Who? We know Benji left. He's scared.
Yeah.
He's a coward. But who
I
else
don't know
left?
if that's the word I would use. I think he's just practical minded and everything.
I don't know about that. Well, Nick stayed behind.
Yeah, totally.
Nick's got a mind of his own. We know that Nick. But Doc, I don't know. Doc just left too. So I thought maybe I'll come back here and try to talk y'all out of it.
What?
Kaz looks over and he's like, Bull, let's go upstairs and talk outside.
Okay, yeah. Okay, it's fun. A little fresh air. Okay.
I get out there. Bull, I know you think I'm crazy. I've been looking for things my whole life. I mean, the unknown, it's always drawn me, I mean, from when I was a little kid. My mom was a fortune teller, and she made up all these magical worlds, and then I saw the other side of it during the war, and I mean the things that happened in those trenches. And boy, if what Hurst said is true, that there are things under there that are so much worse than anything I've ever seen before. I can't let anything get out of those trenches. Whatever's under that mound is so much worse. It can't you can't get out if it's still there. And he said they were immortal. I mean, they said they said they raised the dead. But I'm a good soldier. I gotta stop that. I want to know, but I gotta stop that. So I gotta go. I don't care about the money. I just can't let that out.
Well, that's about the first somewhat sane thing you've said in a few days, and gives a motivation in trying to protect folk is probably a little more reasonable than some desire to learn some arcane glimpse of the universe or something.
Oh, I'd still love to see that, but you gotta prioritize. You gotta be the good soldier and do the right thing.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, Kaz, I know this is going to be a surprise to you, but I'm not actually a lawyer.
What?
No.
But you're so knowledgeable.
Yeah, no, I didn't go to Yale. Just a couple months ago, I was getting poked and prodded with a bunch of brands, and I was doing wrestling matches with a bunch of carny folk out in Nebraska and everything. So all I really know is, this is a damn sight better run of luck I've had than living in there for my 30, 40 years, whatever the amount it is. But if you need help, you've been kind to me, I'll give you a hand. But I'll tell you this, man, if you start turning just a little too far to the other side, I'm gonna have to pick you up and carry you out, if that's all right. Like there's a line, okay?
Bull, yeah, we don't let them take me, Bull.
No,
if we get down there, I'd rather be dead than whatever they did to those people. And they took their heads and made them into sentries. Bull.
Okay.
Bull,
Maybe. Look, I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not saying they did. Maybe everything you read and heard and listened to is true. Maybe it's all just some kind of weird gas that's seeping up from the mound, making us all go crazy. I don't know. Well, we can take a peek. That's fine. But if things start going south, and they start going south fast for you, for Annie, and that damn Hurst, I think he's already... I don't even know where he's at now. That man's so far gone. Then I think we ain't going to be no good to anybody if we're all crazy. We can go out, get some help, get the army down here. We're just a couple folk is all I'm saying.
No, you're right. We need an ace. We need an ace we need dynamite, Bull. We need a lot of dynamite.
Yeah, that dynamite is pretty handy. I think they had some at the store.
Oh, I think we're gonna have to get the dynamite from the store, Bull.
Right. Hey, Annie, you all right up there?
Yeah, it's a still night. I can hear every word.
And you'd think she's found machines and stuff all the time. It would be bad for her here, and somehow she hears everything. I don't understand it.
She's amazing. She heard the ghost, Bull. You remember what? Oh,
give me 20 more years. I won't hear much, but for now, I'm pretty good.
Right, gotcha. Well, Lucy and I had a little run-in with our competitors. Took two of them out into the woods, buried them. Shouldn't be a problem. But we're also fewer in number now. No Benji. No Benji's gun. And no Doc. So how you want to proceed now?
He pulls out his Mauser and he's like, I killed a lot of people during the war, Bull. And if I have to kill more people to protect everybody else, that's what war is. And I think this maybe is a war.
Maybe. Why don't we do just some what's that word you folks say? Recon, reconnoiter, see if there's any truth to these tales. Maybe they're true. Maybe it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo mythological nonsense, right?
That's a very good idea, Bull. That's what we should do. We should reconnoiter.
Okay.
See, you are. I don't care what you say. If you didn't go to Yale, that doesn't matter. You're very smart.
Now, that's nice of you to say, but that's probably the first time anyone's paid me such a compliment in earnest.
Well, their mistake, Bull. You may be my only friend. Well, you and Annie.
And Nick.
Well, Nick is more than a friend.
He's an elder god.
With that, Annie, Kaz, and Bull, all of a sudden there's a bright light, and you turn in the direction of the mound, and it's like almost like a spotlight shooting straight up into the sky from behind the mound. It's white from where it's originating, but it has a blue aura, blue light around it, and it's bright. It's lighting up the whole area around the mound and shooting straight up into the sky. This brilliant blue light. Not even anything man-made like a spotlight that you've seen during the war or anything like that, Kaz, is bright like this, and it's just shooting straight up into the sky, and the whole area is bathed in a blue light around the mound.
I can't say that makes me feel better about what we're doing.
I think it's a sign, though. It's a sign, Bull. We can't let them get out. If they're trying to get back out again, we have to stop them.
Okay. All right.
Lucy and Benji, you also see this light as you're getting ready to head out of town. The two of you notice a silhouette of a figure on horseback heading out towards the mound. Riding into the night towards this light, towards the mound. The two of you are like, no, let's take our gold and go. We're going back to
make sure Lucy's got a horse, got her supplies, and we'll go back to the town we started at so we can get on a train.
They look at we look at each other and we hear that weird noise in the dark. And we're like, we did what we were supposed to do.
We investigated the mound. I mean, we did what we were supposed to. That was all that was required. It didn't say, hey, go in the deep trenches underneath the mound.
It's an expedition. You haven't expedited anything other than one artifact.
That's all we need.
That's all he got. So
this looks like it'll be great.
Kaz and Bull, are you going to the store before it closes to get some TNT?
I think if we're gonna go in there and you're telling me we're fighting potentially immortals, something or nothing that does stuff with people's heads, and yeah, dynamite would be probably some useful things to pick up quickly. Annie, you sure you're in on this?
Yeah, I'm good. You've got my rifle for what it's worth.
Annie, get your gun.
Okay. If we make it out of this, I'm getting a hell of a lot more money than that hearse. Say, I mean, $50 don't mean squat. So I want my couple hundred or something. But yeah. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Also, I'm not paying for the dynamite. Someone else is gonna have to cover that.
Dan giving up the gift subs. Very nice. Okay. So, the two of you are going to head to the general store. Annie, it is night. You're kind of looking at the light. When you go back, but you go back to your post. Make me a spot hidden roll, please.
Ooh.
Do you want to spend some luck?
Sure.
Very convinced.
You spend that luck, and you pass. You're sitting there. It's getting darker. It's getting harder and harder to see. I think Bull was setting up like kind of torches or around the perimeter, so it's illuminating the area, but it's also making like shadows that are dancing around you, and it's playing tricks in your eyes, and you're looking here and there, and with that roll, you see out of the darkness, coming out from between two houses, two figures with burlap sacks over their faces and eye holes cut into it, carrying guns, heading towards the Compton house.
Oh shit.
And it's just Annie.
I know.
Oh, shit.
That's like, well,
Oh, that was awesome, Melissa. Thank you. You gonna
Are
shoot?
they both coming from the same place?
Yeah, they're both
Like,
like
next to each other?
skulking out, and they're kind of like pointing, and they don't seem to see you. And they're like pointing the house. They're creeping up. They're both holding shotguns in their hands. And Annie, you see them. You see the two of them. They're both kind of like side by side. They're looking around.
All right, I'm shooting the one on the right.
Yes.
All right, make me a roll, please.
I mean, she's got elevation too. It's gotta be
Yeah.
easy, right? It's gotta be like advantage die or something, or you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
With
Don't
a
even need it.
5, you don't
Don't
even
even
need
need
an
it.
advantage. I was gonna
Danny.
give it to you. That was a convincing, convincing argument there.
Whoa.
But you don't need it.
Phew.
Wow. Sorry, I'm just looking for a gunshot here to play for you. I got automatics. Here's
I'd imagine Kaz and I would hear the gun go off.
I would
too.
think so.
Well, you would hear the gun go
Yes.
off. There we go. Gun goes off. Whew. That's critical. So let's roll your damage for your gun. What kind of gun is it?
It is a rifle.
I'm just flipping here as well. We'll pick one for ease.
It wasn't a fancy one.
Is it something cheap?
Yeah.
An air rifle? No. Cheap. We're looking at
Or a shotgun. I'm sorry. It was a
a
shotgun.
shotgun. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a shotgun.
So this is a long range shotgun. I take
Good
it.
old slug.
Yes.
Ooh, so shotguns, the damage drops significantly with range. Just so like up close, it's a lot of damage, but as you get further and further away, and these guys are
what I got.
pretty far away.
Yeah.
The damage
Unless
is
it's a
significantly.
Unless it's the slug, though. The slug one is for long range, doesn't have the decrease in the range. It just does a finite damage, I believe.
Oh, does it? I'm just looking here in Pulp Cthulhu, and I'm not seeing that one. Just glancing.
Let's see.
Um,
Slug.
Go ahead and roll me a d6. Well, 2d6, because it's a critical success. Okay. All of a sudden,
7.
shotgun blast. I should have played a shotgun shot. Shotgun shot rings out, which is really, really, really loud. Except that wasn't louder. There we
you
go.
go.
That's better.
Rings out. Bang! All of a sudden, it hits its target. You hear, oh! As someone screams out, Bull and Kaz, you hear the shotgun blast ring out
Kaz
back
just-
in the direction of the house.
Kaz spins on his heels and is sprinting back there with his Mauser in his hand.
There's the Wilhelm.
screen. Yeah.
The Wilhelm is in Syrinscape. All right. Yeah. Ah! He's not dead. He's not dead, but you hit him dead to rights. All right. The two of you pull your guns and you start running about. Well, you don't have a gun, Bull, but your Mauser
No.
there.
Got
Oh, yeah.
my sledgehammer. Don't worry. No.
And Benji and Lucy are just riding off into the night. Yikes. Okay. How much time we got? Do some quick combat here. Let's do initiative.
Oh yeah,
Please.
the slug is 1d10 plus 6. On an extreme success, has an average of 27.5 damage.
That's
Holy, that's
ridiculous.
gross.
That is gross. All right.
Max
so
damage 32. Oh my gosh, I love
dexterity plus 50, with the exception of Bull because you don't have a gun. So everybody's got a gun. Your dex
Yeah.
score plus 50, please.
110.
Woo!
120.
Woo!
60.
Wah, wah. No. Wah. I gotta go back to my sounds here. Can I play for you?
I get the sad trombone.
I know it's on here too. I just gotta
I
find
know,
it.
yeah.
There it is.
All right.
That's fair.
All right, let me look at these guys and their speeds. Woo, they got 12 gauge shotguns. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Annie, you're up first. So you clipped one. Well, you hit one. I should say clipped. You hit him center mass, and you see them kind of scattering now. They're trying to scramble and get back behind cover now that they know they've been seen. What would you like to do?
Continue shooting the one that I shot at the first time.
Okay, go ahead and make me another roll, please.
Another
Wow.
Another critical success. Annie.
Annie is a hell of a
Dead
shot.
shot.
He's got a gun, man.
9 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Are they still up?
Named after Annie Oakley, as she was. Yeah.
Annie, so you take aim, you fire, and one of them, again, you hear, and he falls to the ground. All of a sudden, you see a mass lying there on the ground. The other one looks back, and he kind of keeps scrambling, running back behind the house they came out from. That takes us over to Kaz next.
I'm
What
assuming
happens
I
when we
don't.
shoot from the roof?
Yeah, okay. I'm assuming you. I don't. Kaz does not have line of sight on this other assailant.
You don't, but so they haven't shot. So you've only heard Annie shot. You don't know what direction she's shooting or anything, but you
Okay.
know Annie's back in the house shooting.
So Kaz would run back, get as close to the house as he can, and yell up to Annie, "How many and from where?"
2, and I'll give direction of where the one's down. There's just one.
So Kaz would just kind of look for a little bit of cover there around the house and wait to see if this other guy pops out. That'd be his turn.
Okay. Yeah, she's called it out. Make me a spot hidden roll. We've got a gunfight sound effect.
Got an 8.
Critical success. I'm gonna say,
Nice.
not only do you see him trying to like crouch behind a picket fence, I'll let you take a shot with a critical success.
All right, let's rock and roll with the Mauser.
You're gonna be firing at medium range with your Mauser.
Okay. Just as normal success.
Yeah, that's still that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. If you click the roll damage button,
Yeah.
does it roll it? Okay.
Yep.
8 points of damage.
Nice.
All right, you hit your target, and you hear another scream come out from behind the fence, but he is not dead yet. Well, it is his turn, and he's going to return fire on you.
Rude, but okay.
Well, with an 80, all of a sudden, the shotgun levels, you kind of see it in the darkness, and all of a sudden, boom, you hear the blast as this thing shoots off. But it goes wild, and the buckshot and everything just completely misses. You can hear it hit like a fence near you. It's not even close. That takes us over to Bull. You know exactly where he is because he just fired.
Yeah. I will charge with reckless disregard for everything.
I love Bull.
I'll say that you can close the gap.
Okay, it's up to you. Yeah, if I can close the gap, I'll swing at him. If I can't, that's
Yeah.
fine. I understand.
Close the gap.
Okay. Okay. Do I swing or do you want me to wait till the next round?
Wait till next round. You're not
Okay.
gonna be able to swing
Yeah, so I'll
this round.
So I'll just be shouting at him.
Oh, you pick a rogue house to come at tonight. Yeah.
All right, Annie, back to you. Bull's
All right,
right over there. You know where this guy is. You can see him. There's no hiding. There's no spot hidden. There's no secrets here.
All right, shooting again.
Wow.
Annie, you are killing it. You need a sniper rifle.
10.
Oh.
It's 18 points of damage to that fella.
What?
Damn. Damn.
All right, Annie, you level your shotgun, even though you're like, it's well out of your range. Where's my sound? I gotta go back to my. Sorry. I don't need to make these noises with my mouth when I'm using Syrinscape. Fire!
Nice.
He hit him! And he drops to the ground, dead.
Bull immediately looks back at Annie, rage in his face. That was mine. Just kidding. No, we're good.
Annie, you're amazing with that shotgun.
You know, I'm up on the roof. It's got to be the angle. Not usually this good, but it worked. I might want to figure out who they were now.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Pulling the sack. Since I'm right there, I'll pull the sack off.
Well, that brings us to the end of our session. We're at the 2-hour mark about here. So it's a great place to leave off as we pull the mask back.
It was Benji and Lucy. Oh,
It was Benji and Lucy. No. All right.
I knew it.
Let's do some round tables here. Let's find out where everybody can see everyone the rest of this week. Tyler, are you streaming again now that you're back home?
I should be. I'll be on my channel of FoolTheDM here on Twitch. I am. There are a couple of really sweet tactical RPG games that are kind of like Dark Souls, but it's like world exploration. So should be pretty fun that I need to mess around with. So hopefully we'll be doing that sometime this week.
We'll play some Back for Blood together on stream.
Oh yes, 100%. Yes, and of course you'll see me on Sunday, Back for Aliens, so we can all die.
Oh, spoiler! Spoiler alert. Jeff, what do you have going on the rest of this week? Where can people find you?
Yeah, so a few of us will be on Thursday at Garblag Games playing Delta Green, Viscid, and then over at twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers. That's our main channel. On Friday, we're doing more Delta Green. We're playing through Impossible Landscapes, King and Yellow themed campaign. Saturday, we're starting up One Ring 2nd edition, so I'm very excited for that. And then we also are returning to Alien on Monday. So we got Monday coming up. We'll have more Alien. You'll see Maddie too.
I'll be in that one. Yeah.
Melissa in that game.
I'll be in that one.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa, what do you got going on?
You can also check out our current and previous campaigns on YouTube, Adventures in Lollygagging.
Very good. Evan, you're in a bunch of the streams that were mentioned. What are you going to be playing in?
Yes, Thursday, Garblag Games, 9 p.m. Central. We will continue doing the greatest investigation known to man. Then Sunday, Grandma Riverbee will probably float into space and live her android life in space forever. And Tuesday,
on the Freely channel. Yep.
On the Freely channel, yes. Yeah, Benji probably won't be here.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out what's going on with Evan and Tyler.
A new Riverbee. Thought there could be more.
And Aaron, you're on a number of the things coming up.
Absolutely. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. over on Garblag Games, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be playing some Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition, Once Upon a Time in the Old World. Then on Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be playing some Monster of the Week on Garblag Games prior to Delta Green at 9 p.m., as everybody's already mentioned. And then Friday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, also on Garblag Games, we'll be playing some Mask. Powered by the Apocalypse masks, yes. And then, of course, Sunday night, Aliens Death.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Everything that's been mentioned here. Thursday I'll be in Delta Green. Sunday, Alien. And Monday, Alien also. And then Tuesday back here. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for the raids. Very much appreciate it. Thank you, as always, to Syrinscape for having us here and giving us this platform to run some Cthulhu. And we'll see you all next week. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.